Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Thursday morning, as always, a coffee kind of morning. I want to continue my look at my discography, my collection from A to Z. This time the letter F. Hopefully, I'll get through it in one shot. If not, I'll split it up into two. There's a fair amount here, but keep my fingers crossed. Before I get into it, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. And it's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your comments that keep me going, that keep me encouraged to do this kind of thing. And it's a lot of fun. I really do enjoy it. So I'm going to start off with an amazing band. A lot of people know them from one album, which is unfortunate because they've got such a deep discography, and basically 3 or 4 bands within one at a time as their career went on. So I'll start off with this this cool little box set featuring their first 2 albums and a compilation album. This is a great way to start a discography or add to a discography at pretty decent costs. So Fleetwood Mac started off with the great Peter Green, Mick Fleetwood, of course, Jeremy Spencer. So between Peter Green and Jeremy Spencer, 2 amazing guitarists. Mick Fleetwood, of course, on drums, and John McVie on bass. At the time, amazing British blues rock. Really, really good stuff. Originally, they were known as Peter Green's Fleetwood Mac, and this one includes the 1968 debut. The only album to not feature Christine McVie. She would become a guest artist on their first few albums, and then a permanent member later on. But this is the only album that she's not appearing on. Great, great British blues stuff. And then you've got 68's Mr. Wonderful, kind of a creepy cover. Another great British blues rock album. They added some horns to this one. Christine Perfect, as she was known at the time, was a guest keyboardist and guest backing singer. And then this also features a compilation album, The Pious Bird of Good Omen, featuring 4 tracks from their first couple of albums plus some B-sides. So it's a great little box set. It really, it's such an enjoyable first couple of albums. Again, completely different than, say, the Rumors period, which is a whole new band in my opinion, anyway. Then we go on to this other box set featuring their next group of albums. Again, great way to add to a discography, complete a discography. It's just great, great stuff, and they're pretty inexpensive. $25 Canadian. I'm not sure what they would be in American. $22, maybe $21. Then we have 1969's Then Play On. This features Danny Kirwan. He joined, and Peter Green and Jeremy Spencer were gone at the time. It's more of a broader range than the first couple of blues albums, but it's also the 3rd album to reach the top 10. And then we have, I love these covers as well. This is Kiln House, 4th album by the band. Beautiful, beautiful cover. Danny Kirwan wrote most of the songs on this one, but great, great album. Great album. I should show you the CDs as well. They're just pretty basic CDs, but nice. They all sound great. They all sound great. And then we have Future Games, 5th album. Christine McVie became a permanent member of this one. And there she is there in the middle. Um, it's also the first to feature Bob Welch um, down below here. He changed the sound of the band, more R&B and jazz influenced, but a great player as well. So again, another change for the band. Then we have, I love this cover as well, Bare Trees. Bare Trees is the last to feature Danny Kerwin, or Danny Kerwin, sorry. Basically fired for not showing up. But great album, platinum selling album as well. I also have it on vinyl. It's on the Reprise label. Really good stuff. And then we have Mystery to Me. I love this album. All songs written by Bob Welch and Christine McVie. It would also be, unfortunately, the final album to feature Bob Welch on it. But it's got the great song that I love, Hypnotized. Such a cool, funky track. It's so good. So another phase for the band. And then you got Heroes Are Hard to Find. Get on the Reprise label. Heroes Are Hard to Find is the 9th album and the last. I'm sorry, the last with Bob Welch. He was still on Mystery to Me, but this is the last one to feature Bob Welch. He left at the end of '74, and then replaced by Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham, again changing the sound of the band as well. But the main players still remain Christine McVie, Mick Fleetwood, and John McVie. I'm missing a couple in between, but then we have this amazing, probably one of the best-selling albums ever, Rumors. We all know it. I'm not going to explain too much about it because it's so well known. It's the 11th album by the band and probably their most commercially successful album to date. Just remarkable stuff. Hit after hit after hit. I love every track on it. Remarkable. The follow-up, Tusk, double album, the 12th album by the band. More experimental. Not as commercially successful, but still enjoyable. Every member contributing. It's really good stuff. And then finally, 1980s live album. The inner cover has all the live dates on it. This one's got all their hits. You got Monday Morning, Say You Love Me, Dreams, Oh Well, Over and Over, Sarah, Not That Funny, Never Going Back Again, Landslide, Fireflies, Over My Head, Rihanna, Don't Let Me Down Again, One More Night, Go Your Own Way, Don't Stop, I'm So Afraid, and The Farmer's Daughter. So, great live album. So that was Fleetwood Mac. Great band. Love them for sure. Everyone knows the Eagles and Don Felder, the great guitarist. This is his first solo album, Airborne. Not a bad album at all. Pretty good. It was recorded during the Eagles breakup, but not a bad solo album at all. He's, again, excellent player. Can't say he's the best singer, but he's a great album. Again, I've got this amazing album here. This is John Fogerty's Centerfield. Of course, CCR, frontman for CCR for the longest time. This is 1985 release. Big hits. The Old Man Down the Road, Centerfield, of course. Great album. Great album. And then I've got 1997's Blue Moon Swamp. More harder edge than center field. Great guitars on here. It's an amazing guitarist, amazing singer as well. Great album. And I have this one here. This is I just picked this up as a whim. This is the Fabulous Poodles. It's on the Epic label. Fabulous Poodles, British pre-new wave band. They're kind of quirky. Best known for their quirky antics on stage, like they're blowing up ukuleles on stage. Their weird and funny lyrics. They've toured with bands like Meatloaf and Sha Na Na and Tom Petty and Chuck Berry. So they've been out there. They've been around for a while, but great band. Then I have Focus, great Dutch progressive rock band. Love this album here. Actually, I love all their albums. This is Focus 2 or Moving Waves, depending on the version. This is the US version, I believe. It features the song Hocus Pocus. Great album. Love this band. Then I have Focus 3, double album. It's on the, I believe that's the Reprise label as well. Great sounding album. And this is got more extended plays on it. It's really good stuff. Then we have Hamburger Concerto, fourth album. It's on the Atco label, this one here. More operatic, but still great Focus stuff. Then we have Mother Focus, the fifth album, 1975 release. Again on the Atco label. This is more, they changed their style. They went from progressive rock to more funk style rock, but still pretty pleasing album. Love that cover as well. So good. So good. Okay, what's next? Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother, Jimmy Vaughn, in a band called the Fabulous Thunderbirds. It's the album Tough Enough. It's on the CBS Associated label. Great blues rock band, featuring Jimmy Vaughn, of course. Tough Enough, 1986 release. Wrap It Up and Tough Enough were the big singles off of this one, but great album. Just a great blues rock album. So good. Then we have the beautiful Marian Faithfull. Singer, songwriter, actress. This is 1979's Broken English. This was the seventh album by Marian Faithfull, kind of her comeback album. She was suffering from anorexia, drug abuse, homelessness. She was down and out. She was really down and out. But herself included, everyone considers this her masterpiece. And it is a fantastic album. It's Steve Winwood plays keyboards on this one. So good. Then we got her follow-up, Dangerous Acquaintances. Again, beautiful lady. Dangerous Acquaintances, the eighth album. There's a lot of anger in this one than the Broken English album. Again, Stevie Winwood plays on this one as well. But yeah, it's quite a bit different than the other one. And we have the Foo Fighters. I don't have a lot of Foo Fighters, but just this one here. They're a great band. I mean, they're repetitive, I find, but I think this was given to me. I'm not sure. I can't remember, but had to show it. Not a huge fan, but still part of my collection. Then we have 1975's self-titled Frampton. A&M label. This was just before Frampton Comes Alive was recorded. Show Me the Way and Baby I Love Your Ways is on this one as well. Then of course the amazing, probably one of the best live albums. This one put them on the map for sure. Frampton Comes Alive, again on the A&M label. I have it on both album and remastered CD, but I wore this out when I had it. Oh, that's upside down, I apologize. I wore this out when I had it on probably cassette at the time, but yeah. Introduction to the wah wah, you know, Show Me the Way, It's a Plain Shame, All I Want to Be Is by Your Side, Baby I Love Your Way, I'll Give You Money, Shine On, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Do You Feel Like We Do? Classic stuff. And then I have, I don't like this album cover, it's kind of cheesy album cover, but I'm In You. It's looks like a disco album, but it's the fifth album by Mr. Peter Frampton. You got Stevie Wonder on here, Richie Hayward, Ringo Starr, and Mick Jagger. They all appear on the album, so it makes it okay for those guys to be on there. And then you got Free, Fire and Water. I love this album. I love it. This was a used copy, and it came sealed like this. I mean, that's how good this store kept their used albums. But what a great album! What a great album! Third album by the band, and All Right Now is the big hit on this one, and it's just remarkable stuff. Remarkable stuff. And then we have the great British American supergroup Foreigner. This is their debut album. And what a debut. What a debut album this one is. 1971 release. You've got Feels Like the First Time, Cold as Ice, Long Way From Home, Long Way From Home. And then you've got 1978's Double Vision, second album by the band. This one's on the Atlantic label. Hot Blooded, Double Vision, Blue Morning, Blue Sky. These guys had hit after hit after hit on every one of their albums. Probably the most commercially successful, Foreigner 4. You've got the biggest selling album for the band as well. You've got Urgent, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Jukebox Hero, Break It Up, and yeah, it's just remarkable stuff. Remarkable stuff. Then you've got 1984's Agent Provocateur. This is the fifth album by the band. I Want to Know What Love Is, a big, big ballad for these guys. That was Yesterday, Reach to Action, Down on Love, and Growing Up the Hard Way. And then 87, Inside Information. You've got Say You Will, Out of the Blue, I Don't Want to Live Without You, Heart Turns to Stone, and Can't Wait. Great stuff. Great stuff. From the amazing band King Crimson, this is Robert Fripp's solo album. This is a listen for sure. It took me a couple of times to get into it, but once I did. It's the 1979 debut. Features Daryl Hall singing a few tracks from Hall & Oates. Peter Gabriel sings a few tracks. Brian Eno. Tony Levin's on bass on this one. And Phil Collins on drums for a couple of tracks. So some pretty heavy hitters on this one. But great album. It really is. It really is. This was part of a box of albums that I purchased. Wasn't sure what it was. Still not 100% familiar with these guys. But this is the Fugs, with these two ugly mugs on here. It's on the Reprise label. the Fugs are a lewd and comedic band. Their antics on stage are just crazy. Um, they also have some anti-Vietnamese war, so Vietnam War themes to their songs, but a great rock album, just the same, and psychedelic album as well. So pretty good. And we have the soundtrack to the movie FM. You've got Boston, More Than a Feeling, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, That Keeps You Running, Eagles, Life in the Fast Lane, Dan Fogelberg plays a couple of tracks on this one. Foreigner, Cold as Ice, Billy Joel, Just the Way You Are, Randy Meisner, Steve Miller, Fly Like an Eagle, Tom Petty, Breakdown, Queen, We Will Rock You. Linda Ronstadt plays a couple of tracks on this one. Boss Skaggs, Lido Shuffle, Bob Seger, Night Move, Steely Dan, the hit FM, and Do It Again. James Taylor, Your Smiling Face, and Joe Walsh, Life's Been Good. Great soundtrack. It really is. And I may end it there because we're at 21 minutes right now. What the hell? I'm going to keep going. What the hell? I'm going to keep going. I should be done. We got the Fix. Oh, where'd it go? Get my notes in gear here. Yeah, the Fix. I'm missing some notes. Walkabout. Great album. And we have the single, One Thing Leads to Another.